Namaskar Mitro, welcome back again. Nokhi Martina Nokha Manvi, episode 2 with Dr. Ketna Mehta. In the last episode, friends, to people who have missed it, he spoke about her earlier part of your career and her unfortunate incident. Taking up from there, Ketna, we take about the unfortunate or the pain that you had to go through, if I can, with your permission, use the word, you went through and the support you had of your family post the injury that you suffered in your spinal cord. And from there, we take on to your journey of starting so many organizations, being a TEDx speaker, being a consultant, and continue to be of help to so many people. 1.5 million people are the people who are affected by spinal cord injury, and how you trying to change their lives in a small way or in a big way. Over to you, Ketna, to speak about the, the times that you had to undergo after your unfortunate accident.
Thank you so much once again, Karthik Bhai. It's really a privilege to be sharing the journey of Nina Foundation and the kind of work that we do for rehabilitating friends with spinal cord injury. In India, we have mastered the art of the various viruses which have developed in the past 3 years, but it pains me to realize that there is so much unknown, unearthed, unheard about spinal cord injury. And I think what Nina believed in me, uh, I together with the Nina Foundation team, we have been able to spread that message. I had never heard the word spinal cord injury. I had never heard the word paraplegia, uh, quadriplegia, uh, I mean, this was just not in our entire education, even though postgraduate, etc. And it was left to Nina, my elder sister, while I was in the hospital for 1 month post spinal cord injury done by Dr. Bhojraj, who was preparing for a conference on a Sunday evening, and that's how Dr. Pradhan paid for him, and he operated on me. And I think, as I told you, it was all divinity. And Nina was with me day and night, almost 30 days. Majority of the time, she was there with me. And slowly and gradually, because I had pipes running down, tubes running down my nose, my throat, there was a catheter, which now I know it was a catheter, a urine bag down my bladder, and things like that. And I was just go straight on the bed. Um, yes, but it was great fun because 4 to 8 was the visiting hours, and I believe the entire hospital knew there was this uh, Ketna on floor number 13 because I had so many visitors and I loved talking to all of them, and uh, it was great. It was up to Nina because I had painful moments, and slowly and gradually, she mentioned to me that, Ketna, what you have is a spinal cord injury. The spinal cord, which connects the brain and each and every organ of our body, whether it is the heart, whether it is our breathing and our respiration, our kidneys, our communication, the motor nerves, that means moving of our thumbs, toes, ankles, everything is governed by the spine. And she said, right now, your nerves, which are within the spinal cord, are in trauma. Thoracic level 12, you have completely burst and fractured thoracic level 12, and all the nerves which lead below that are in trauma. And uh, you will have to do a lot of physiotherapy, and Right now, you cannot move your legs. Right now, you cannot use your bladder. You cannot control your bowel. You do not have sensation of anything like hot, cold, ant bite, mosquito bite, nothing. But these were prophetic words. She told me, Ketna, knowing the person that you are so stubborn. Once you decide to take up something, you don't leave it. And you are absolutely, uh, whatever management knowledge and talent that you have. She smiled at me and she said, Kitna, you will not only overcome your spinal cord injury, but I can see it in you. You're going to make a difference in lives of so many others. Never knew that this would be so prophetic. But for
Wow, so
me,
true. And you've done, and you've been doing it. Sorry, and you've been doing this for after post your injury. As soon as you are back, as they say, you've been taking this challenge day in and day out, and doing not only for yourself, because you yourself are to that extent impaired because of the injury that you have had, but also for others. And you found this Nina Foundation. You're organizing seminars. You did something in Wellington College. The college was turned into some place where all the people who came on wheelchairs. Lot of things that you have done. But to get into the mind of Ketna from childhood, inherited from parents, took not blamed anybody, which is such a great thing. It was, as you say, it was destiny. Though you got some advance warnings, if I can use that word, saying that you could avoid that flight, but you did, and maybe you were destined to do that. And I see that you're not blaming anybody for that. That requires huge courage, and I really need to compliment. And you're not saying it because you have to say it. You're saying it truly from your heart, and then to live on and to do something for others. That's something which somebody had decided up there for you to do, and I'm seeing this very clearly. And you are empowered to do that. Not only you are able to do it, but you are empowered to do it. And I wish and I pray that the empowerment grows every day. Uh, Having said
yes,
that,
we,
yeah, yeah. Having said that, after you met your challenge, tell me how was it to face life, and how it helped your Nirmal Anand you mentioned about what your parents implied and your siblings implied upon you, and which probably our children of current generation, youngsters, kids are missing out today. How that made a difference in what happened, which unfortunately had to happen. I think
yeah.
the current
This
younger
is such a
generation.
wonderful question, because I've been interviewed and my story has appeared, I've spoken, but I must compliment you on this, Karthik Bhai, that you are looking at what makes a human being, what is the software, the hardware, and how do we face life challenges. And it's so true about today's youth because the coping skills that we were equipped with not only because of education, but because of a family structure, values, the conversations, open communication, the decisions that we took, the life that we faced, and we never know what will happen to anyone. And yes, the courage that we are born with. So, a little bit about the mind of Ketna. Uh, I'm very enthusiastic about life as a human being.
And it
I get
shows, and it shows, and it shows.
thank you. And I would also like to express that I take joy in small things. Okay. So that Nirmal Anand aspect. So, for example, after my accident, Nina, knowing that I have that adventure spirit and taking me just with our driver Bunty to Lonavala, and it is raining, and she knows what I'm thinking that, oh, we used to do trekking and we would walk and explore a waterfall. You know what she does? She stops the car, tells Bunty to stop the car midway, when it had started raining, I'm with my full length calipers, thigh high calipers, two crutches, and she says, "Okay, Ketna, let's come out and walk in the rain." And
Probably
I
dance in the rain
actually
and probably dance. Oh God. Oh God.
And I actually came out. She went a little away while I'm walking independently in that uneven tar road. And a SUV, sumo, stops because he sees me walking all alone with the crutches. And they say, "Ma'am, do you need a lift?" And I just smile widely and I say, "No, I'm very happy. I'm walking in the rain." And Nina has clicked a photograph of that. I think I'm just happy. I'm just happy to be with nature, to be doing what I'm doing, the little joys and experiences that we have in life. So what if you can't climb a hill? So what if, there are certain things which are beyond bounds, but yes,
It
the
gives
other
me a
things
thought.
are
It gives me a thought that we generally seem to have forgotten to appreciate what we already have. Chasing what we don't have has sort of forgotten of appreciating what we have. And since you have experienced what you don't have, you are able to experience and enjoy what you don't have. I think that's a major accomplishment, it's a major mindset. And that mindset, as you said, comes from your upbringing, your siblings. Your sister was so helpful to you. You've been saying it so many times. She's your soulmate. She's not only just your sister. These are things which you have to be blessed with, and I think yeah, something very so. So I think the lesson that friends one can take from this is that let's start learning to appreciate what we have, small or big things. Why crave for big things? Let's start appreciating the small things that we have. All of us have been given the small and big things. Major lesson here. Yeah, sorry,
there.
I put in my philosophy,
Yeah.
but I thought somewhere it's something. Yeah,
It resonates, right? Karthik
resonant.
Bhai, I think this is a great conversation because uh, we are just waiting for that big thing to happen in our life. But I think life is just out there, and each moment, each day, and whatever we can do today, we can do this. We are with someone, we are sharing our life experiences. I think uh, today is a moment, right? I mean,
Very good.
let's make the most of
Everybody tells you to live in the moment, but this is an example to live in the moment. Nobody teaches you how to live in the moment. It's very easy and easy said, and said that, oh, live in the moment, don't think of the past, don't think of the future. But here is an example, friends, of living in the present. Actually living, not thinking about living in the present, but actually living in the present, in spite of.
it.
And I think that has to be underlined and in care. Yeah. Uh, Having said that, you are doing. Let's talk something about how Nina Foundation was established, what it is doing, and in the next episode we'll talk in detail as to how people can reach out, what are your objectives, what you expect the government to do, because I understand the laws are not too very favorable as they stand today in terms of medical, in terms of recognition, as whatever. So the birth of Nina Foundation, the support from your doctors, your family, things that you're doing, what you intend to do. We'll speak about it in the next episode. What you're doing today in Nina, let's talk about
Yeah. So, to talk about 5 years of rehabilitation challenges that I faced in the financial capital of Mumbai, and I'm sitting across a very eminent chartered accountant, and it's a financial capital, but our healthcare, so far as spinal cord injury rehabilitation is concerned, because there is no cure, it is permanent, and rehabilitation is the only means of having a good quality of life. So I cannot expect my spinal cord to be repaired overnight and like our vehicles, our cycles, and get back, you know, the way I was beforehand. Um, it is a reality. So, first of all, to accept that reality. Nina, my inspiration, 5 years of giving me this motivation, preparing me for, using my talent. She expired suddenly one fine Sunday morning on 25th of June. She just woke up and walked and collapsed. She
And
was
she was a
only
doctor
30.
herself. And she is
She
a
was a
doctor
doctor
herself.
herself, no complaints, no, nothing, nothing, nothing. And she was my anchor, my soulmate, my doctor, my counselor, my therapist, everything. We did, like I'm the kind of person that I would want to tell her everything, and she would guide me and tell me whether it is something to do with my physical form or my emotional state of mind. And this was a huge, huge blow for all of us. We were shattered. I personally, for me, she was my mother, my father, my elder sister, my everything. And it took, I was devastated. Um, yes, Dhaval, Hemubai, Rupal, all of us in the family, because the kind of human being that she was, you know, very, very pure hearted, looking at positive in every situation. And, like, for example, you would look at the gaps in my teeth, but she would look at the broad smile and the enthusiasm in my heart, the capacity that I had to bring about a change, and I live with that positive spirit. Gradually, there is always a sunshine, and we have to carry on living. So after that period, our nephew Dhaval and Rupal had a child, and they was born. And I think a child also brings a lot of sunshine and positivity in the house. And as I told you, I love children. And you know uh, what talent I had was as an editor, as a writer, as the management professional. I was already teaching in Bajaj and other institutes, Somaya, etc. And I said, what can I do with my skills? And I realized that I was so connected. I was asking questions. Uh, uh, we set up the Nina Foundation with my rehab team, the entire, I just told them. And I'd already got them excited about, oh, why the surgeon is only doing surgery. If you have put, human body together and the person is ready to go, then there should be also physiotherapy, occupation therapy, etc. I did my PhD. We started One World, the very first newsletter for spinal cord injury, which till date, in its e-newsletter avatar, 36 issues relentlessly. Uh, I'm grateful to God, Lord Krishna, for giving me this joy and the spirit of sharing with others the positive stories, how we can live a life. And my PhD was in the space of spinal cord injury rehabilitation. And the topic was market potential study for a world-class spinal cord injury rehab center in Mumbai. We set up the Nina Foundation. We hunted and we looked around, and the entire team, so well placed in the healthcare sector, but no space was available uh, in Mumbai. So I didn't sit on my, saying that we must have this innovation. what we can do. So we set up an OPD, we set up, the team was there. I said, what we have is a team. We did camps and we virtual, and in 2020 we realized that we can also have a virtual OPD. So we do virtual OPD, we communicate, we counsel, we tell thousands and thousands of persons with spinal cord injury. They are our friends, they are family. And the ethos is world class services free of cost, absolutely free of cost. We want to give them hope. We want to make them also experience the sunshine and come out. Active wheelchairs, commode wheelchairs, calipers, crutches, solutions. I think the biggest thing is to be a management problem solver. Finally, what was I in my previous avatar as a consultant? We were solving corporate problems, right? And I loved ideating and coming out with great ideas. I'm doing that here. And I'm
True.
teaching that to our team. And that's what
True.
has been our 22 years of Nina Foundation journey and 28 years of my spinal cord injury.
It's a very inspiring story, Kate. Such an inspiring story, and I think there is a lot that people can sort of learn from this. People who do not have this impediment that happen because of unfortunate accident. Uh, it is something that we can all give back in our own way, in whichever way we can. Everybody has to look at potential, and not as a method of giving back, but something as is obligated that should be doing. I think giving would be a wrong word there. And having said that, in our next episode, I think we should touch upon this, since you are brimming with ideas, since you have spent almost, as you can say, whole part of your life doing this. What would be your dream? Because rehabilitation, as I hear, is the key thing. It is unfortunate that you have this accident, or you have, for whatever reason, and some soldiers defending us that we live peacefully take bullets and go through this injury, all kinds of things. How and what and where things can be done. Maybe we could talk about that in the next episode. This has been very emotional for me. uh, is difficult. It's difficult, and I think people need to. I hope people find some value in this and look towards this in a way that we can all make this world a better place to live. We have to live with our own process, but let's carry them with the smile that we all have. Thank you for now. See you in our next episode.
Thank you so much.